Honey. One of the oldest known foods, honey dates back at least 8,000 years, with cave paintings in Spain showing humans harvesting it from wild beehives. Ancient civilizations like the Egyptians treated honey as both food and medicine, even placing jars in tombs for the afterlife. Its natural preservation properties come from low moisture and antibacterial compounds, allowing it to last indefinitely without spoiling. Unlike most foods, honey requires no processing, making it one of the purest natural sweeteners. Its origin is tied directly to the relationship between humans and bees, marking one of the earliest examples of humans harvesting rather than producing food. Bread. Bread emerged around 14,000 years ago before agriculture was fully established. Early humans in the Middle East crushed wild grains and mixed them with water to create flatbreads cooked on hot stones. This predates farming, suggesting bread may have inspired agriculture itself. As societies evolved, bread became a staple across cultures, from Egyptian leavened loaves to European sourdough. Yeast fermentation, discovered accidentally, transformed bread into a lighter, more complex food. Its origin reflects a turning point in human history when people began settling and cultivating crops, making bread not just food but a foundation of civilization. Cheese. Cheese likely originated around 7,000 years ago when early herders stored milk in containers made from animal stomachs. The natural enzymes in these stomach linings caused the milk to curdle, separating into solid curds and liquid whey. This accidental discovery created a food that was easier to store and transport than fresh milk. Over time, different cultures refined the process, leading to thousands of varieties. Cheese became a vital way to preserve nutrients in warmer climates and long journeys. Its origin highlights how necessity and chance combined to create one of the world's most diverse and enduring foods. Beer. Beer dates back over 5,000 years to ancient Mesopotamia, where it likely began as a byproduct of bread making. When bread was left in water, it fermented naturally due to wild yeast, creating a primitive alcoholic drink. The Sumerians even had a goddess of beer, showing its cultural importance. Early beer was thick and consumed with straws to avoid grain sediment. It wasn't just for enjoyment, it was safer to drink than water in many cases due to the fermentation process killing harmful bacteria. Beer's origin shows how fermentation became a key innovation in both food safety and social life. Noodles. Noodles have a surprising origin dating back about 4,000 years in China. Archaeologists discovered a bowl of millet-based noodles preserved by an earthquake, providing the earliest physical evidence. Unlike Italian pasta, these early noodles were made from different grains and techniques. The concept spread along trade routes, eventually reaching Europe centuries later. Each region adapted noodles to local ingredients, creating a wide variety of forms. Their origin reveals how a simple idea, mixing flour and water, could evolve independently and spread globally, becoming a staple in many cuisines. Chocolate. Chocolate began as a bitter ceremonial drink used by ancient Mesoamerican civilizations like the Maya and Aztecs over 3,000 years ago. Made from cacao beans, it was often mixed with water, spices, and chili, far from the sweet treat known today. It was considered sacred and even used as currency. When Europeans encountered cacao in the 16th century, they added sugar and milk, transforming it into a dessert. The origin of chocolate shows a dramatic shift from ritualistic and economic use to global indulgence shaped by colonization and changing tastes. Ice cream. Ice cream traces back to ancient Persia around 500 BCE, where people combined ice with flavored syrups to create early frozen desserts. Wealthy individuals stored ice from mountains in underground chambers, allowing them to enjoy cold treats even in summer. Similar concepts appeared in China and later spread to Europe. The modern creamy version developed after the introduction of milk and sugar, along with advances in freezing techniques. Ice cream's origin reflects human ingenuity in manipulating temperature and resources to create luxury foods long before refrigeration existed. Ketchup. Ketchup did not start as a tomato-based condiment. Its origins trace back to a fermented fish sauce from Southeast Asia called ketchup over 300 years ago. British traders brought the concept back to Europe, where it evolved through various recipes using mushrooms, walnuts, and eventually tomatoes. The modern sweet tomato ketchup became popular in the United States in the 19th century. This transformation shows how foods can completely change identity when adapted across cultures, retaining only the name while the ingredients evolve. Cornflakes. Cornflakes were invented in the late 19th century by Dr. John Harvey Kellogg and his brother Will Kellogg. Originally, they were part of a strict health regimen at a sanitarium, designed as a bland food to promote digestion and discourage unhealthy habits. The flakes were discovered accidentally when cooked wheat was left out and then rolled into thin pieces. Later, corn replaced wheat and sugar was added to appeal to a wider audience. Cornflakes' origin reflects how health experiments and accidental discoveries can lead to mass-produced breakfast staples. Potato chips. Potato chips were reportedly invented in 1853 by chef George Crumb in New York. Frustrated by a customer complaining that his fried potatoes were too thick, Crumb sliced them extremely thin and fried them until crispy, as a form of retaliation. Surprisingly, the customer loved them, and the dish became popular. What started as a joke turned into one of the most iconic snack foods in the world. Their origin demonstrates how creativity and even frustration can spark innovations that redefine everyday eating habits.